Um, Hi Bhanvi, this is Shubham. I am representing Prosple. Prosple is a career tech company, and our goal and focus is to help college students and the freshers to get fresher level jobs and good internships. So we kind of act as a platform. So the purpose of this interview is to somehow knows your story of making it as an intern to Dell, then just converting it into a pre-placement offer, and now working as a full-time. It's been a year, I guess, in our last conversation you mentioned. So to begin with, I would love to know about you a little. Like, what did you had in your plus two? What did you study in college? Like the major subjects that you had, and now, like apart from your academics or professional life, I would say, what are you into as a like to free up yourself and to light up the conversation?
Okay. Thank you so much, Shubham, first of all, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Bhanvi. I am currently working as a software engineer at Dell. I come from a beautiful valley of Jammu in Jammu and Kashmir. I did my schooling from Presentation Convent in Jammu itself. And during my high school, I decided to opt for non-medical, including computers. And later on, I eventually decided to go for a bachelor's in computer science engineering. So for the same, I graduated from Manipal University, Jaipur. So it's been a year that I graduated from Manipal and a year of working with Dell. Apart from that, at a more personal level, I am a passionate dancer. I love creating abstract paintings, which I keep showcasing on my Instagram page. And I recently launched my blog site where I keep on sharing my insights on whatever I experience in life, be it professional or personal. And I love to travel and explore new cultures. So that is about me.
Oh wow, that's great. Great to know that. So now coming to my next question is that first job is special for everyone, right? And I mean, people take a very good feeling about it, and they go to LinkedIn and share about their first job is remarkable and everything. So how did you actually worked at Dell and you did internship and converted it? So I want you to tell me about like what was the process that you went into. Like after the internship, was there an other interview that took place, before the placement or with the senior management, or was it just after the internships you were told that you have been finalized as a PPO offer, or because whatever we know, I know is that when an intern is selected for a pre-placement or is invited to join the company, there are few interviews that take place with the senior management. Did that happen to you, or what was the process?
Uh, So no, actually, it was a pre-placement offer which I got because of the internship that I completed. So I would first give you an overview of like what's the whole internship recruitment procedure, and
Exactly.
then I'll tell you about the how I was offered the job.
Great.
So like every year, Dell visits a campus and like hires third year students for the internship role, and whosoever completes that internship, some of those students, they are offered with the software engineer, designer, or an analyst role. But to grab that internship, one has to clear 4 rounds of the recruitment procedure for the internship. So I'll just give you a brief overview of those 4 rounds. Okay. The first one, it's basically an MCQ round. It tests your knowledge of basic computer science knowledge overall. So the topics would be about operating system, data structures, computer organization and architecture, database management, time complexity, like that. So when I was preparing for it, I remember that there were about 45 questions which were to be answered in 60 minutes. So I'm not sure if that pattern is still continued now, but it was during my time. So I'm just sharing my experience. So whosoever clears that first round, they proceed towards the second round. Now, second round, it's like a hackathon. Okay. So whosoever, like the students who are selected from the first round, they are asked to form a team of 4 or 5, at max 5. Okay. And then they are presented with certain problem statements, which are given by Dell. So each team picks up a problem statement and they're given 2 weeks to work on that solution. So this hackathon basically it assesses your problem solving skills, your innovation, your creativity, and teamwork. But most importantly, the solution you are going to present to the executive leader at them. So you're given 2 weeks to work on the solution, and after 2 weeks, the executive panel comes to the campus, and the leaders which are there, they are assigned to each team. Now, why they are assigned? It's like they will also assess, like at that particular moment, they will also assess the solution you would have worked on, and they might tell you how you can improve the solution, how you can make your solution much better, but they are also assessing you at that particular moment as individual team members. Okay, so they might they might give you certain points at that particular moment, so just be confident when you are answering the questions to the leader. And then the third round, it's the final presentation. Okay, so in the panel, you will have vice presidents would be there, the global heads would be there, principal software engineers and HR would be there. Okay, so like depending upon the panel sitting there, your presentation for that meeting has to be very professional and concise, clear, creative. So you accordingly have to develop, work on your presentation and the solution that you're working on. Now, the panel, according to the presentation you would have given, they select the students from the teams. Okay. Then those selected students are then proceeded towards the last round, which is the HR round. Now, HR round, it's like a one-on-one session with the HR where he or she wants to learn more about you, your future plans, or whether you're willing to relocate or not. They might ask you about certain current affairs. So it's like a general conversation that you have. So just be honest there, but be professional as well. Finally, the HR then shortlists the candidates from that round, and then those final students are offered the internship. Okay, so that is how you grab the internship at Dell. But the job offer, that totally depends upon the kind of experience you would have had with the team at Dell. Okay, it depends upon whether you were able to successfully complete your project, whether you had a good understanding with the team, you made a good impact with the team members, you were comfortable enough dealing with the team. So depending upon the feedback that student receives from the team he or she would have worked on, you are offered with the job. So in my case, that is how I was offered the job, because I had an amazing experience with my internship. So because of that, I was offered the job as a software engineer,
Okay,
starting
so
at the
so what I can guess is that this kind of something like this happens at I was having a conversation with a guy from Google. So he mentioned me that the company looks for the cultural fit and your ability to fit with their team. So I think
correct.
the team process and fitting into a team or adapting to that is something the company must have looked on. Okay, so great to know that. Now, can you just tell me about like what is a work day in your life? Like, how does it look like? What is your day-to-day roles and responsibilities sounds like?
Yeah. So I am a software engineer, come a ServiceNow developer. So I work on the ServiceNow platform. Now, what ServiceNow is? ServiceNow basically provides an application platform as a service, a cloud-based computing model that provides the infrastructure which is needed to develop, run, and manage the applications. Okay,
Okay.
and it provides the workflows to manage IT services to the users. So my daily work, it starts with the Scrum sessions with my team, where we discuss about stories, issues, demand requirements, and etc. And Then my like after that, I basically begin with my development work for the day. And on average, I work on 6 stories per sprint. Now I am again and again saying stories. Now what, like for the other user, what stories actually mean? It's stories are one of the core components of agile development. So they are written from the perspective of the end user, so as to provide a context to the developer, like what is needed to be done, why is it needed, what value it will create, like what value I'm creating with my development work when I'm working on a particular story. Okay, so that is, those are the meaning of stories. So they are added in each sprint and they're burned down throughout the sprint. Now for the same, I also interact with the senior developers. I get to interact with product owners. I get to interact with users. Okay. So that is what I do as a developer. Apart from that, I also mentor the new interns that join our team. Okay, and I train them about how the platform works. I tell them like how you have to do the development work using JavaScript. Then how can you, like I also share my knowledge on various particular modules that are there. So I'm also getting to mentor and be a buddy to the interns. Apart from that, I also I'm presented with various opportunities to be part of the resource groups that are there at Dell, the ITDP sessions that we have for the developers community. And apart from that, I also get to keep my writing and designing skills active as a part of a content hub at Dell. So that's like a daily life as a developer. My
There's
life as
so
a
much to
developer.
do, but I love that part that you do mentoring to the new interns, and it's so great to know that it's just been a year. I mean, I can get it like how much impact you're creating at Dell. So yeah, I mean, it's great to know. And there is a question that I wanted to ask, that since I can see from your background that you're doing it work from home. So two questions: that is it a work from home opportunity, and what is the like work hours that on a daily basis you try to cover?
Yeah, right now it's a work from home. Like they have given me the opportunity. So Dell provides a very flexible work culture. So they also like keep in mind the health of their employee. It's very important. So it is upon us whether we want to go or not. Some of my friends are there at the work locations, but I decided to like continue working from home. So I don't know till when they are going to continue, but right now, yeah, I'm working from home. So I work like 9 hours with a 1 hour break. So yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fine. So how has been the transition for you? Like I can, what were the key things that you observed that as an intern you were doing, and then transitioning to a
Mhm.
full-time role? There is a great shift, because as an intern you are not, you are in a very what I say, you are in a very safe environment, or you have the guidance of your seniors. You are kind of a small young teen to them, to just guide them. But a transition to a full-time role, there is a great shift. The responsibility increases. You have now a very great say in the team, or you can make a decision, or you can break a decision, you can put your words forward. So what are the key things that you observe from the shift of an intern to a full-time role?
Yeah, so I'll say that my transition from an intern to a full-time employee was pretty smooth. Why? Because I was lucky enough that I got to do 2 internships with Dell, as a once as a summer intern and then as a winter intern. That to be with the same team. Right now, I'm working with the same team as a full-time employee. So because of those internships, I got to interact with so many developers. I got to learn from their experiences. They were sharing their knowledge. I got to explore more. I got to learn more from them. So now that I have joined as a full-time employee, uh, when I joined as a full-time employee, I would say that I was pretty comfortable. I kind of like well adjusted in with the team because I had formed a bond with them as a summer intern and winter intern, and they were really looking forward to me joining the team back as a full-time employee. So it was amazing being part of the same team. And now that as a full-time employee, whenever I'm stuck in any problems, now because of the some like the internship that I had, I interacted with so many developers. So I know who is the right person to be contacted for this particular issue, because I got to interact with so many developers. I know their domain, their specific areas. So whenever I am stuck up with any issue, I know this person to contact, and he'll be there to guide me because he knows me now. Okay,
Mm.
he or she knows me because of the internship and that. But now as a full-time employee, I have a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. Okay, the level of development work, its difficulty, it obviously it keeps on increasing, because now I'm no longer an intern. I'm working as a full-time employee for the company. Okay, so that is there. I then you get to be part of major discussions. You
Mm.
are presented with opportunities to be part of major projects. And like I said, that I'm mentoring the interns. Earlier I was the intern there, but because of the internship experience that I had, because of the knowledge that I gained with these internships, with now as a like 1 year has passed by being a full-time employee, I am confident enough, I am able to share my knowledge with the new interns that are joining our team. So yeah, this is like the shift that I observed as a full-time employee.
Yeah, so what I can like add on to your points is that as an intern, there the limitations to explore is there. Like you cannot just approach to any developer or say anything. But gradually, as an intern, you get to interact at small opportunities, and then when you shift to a full time role, it's a leverage to that opportunity that yeah, this person knows to me, and I can reach out to him. And now I also have the what I can say tag of being a full-time employee, so he cannot deny or push
No,
it
no, no.
forward.
No, as a intern also, the developers, whenever I contacted them, whenever I pinged them, they were always there. It is
Oh.
not like if you're an intern, they are going to, okay, she or she is just an intern now, I'm not going to give her that much of time. No, that is also another plus point of being at Dell. Like
Okay.
like you ping the senior, you ping your other developer, he is always there to guide you at each and every point of time. So
Great.
that was the plus point of like
Okay,
doing an internship with
so
them.
I can observe from the discussion that the work culture at Dell is amazing. So now my question is that how has been your overall
Hmm.
experience at Dell, like
Hmm.
including the work culture, the kind of value that this job or the internships had added to your life or to your professional career, I would say. So like how has been the overall experience?
Uh, I'll say that the overall experience of my internship and my full-time employee as a full-time employee, it has been amazing so far. It was fulfilling. Like those internships were fulfilling for me. If I were to compare those two internships, I would say that there was a good progression in between. The first one, it gave me a trailer. It was a trailer for me. It gave me an overview of what kind of work I could expect from the team. It introduced me to new technology. It gave me an overview of working at a well-established company. But I got to be part of a bigger picture in those 4 months when I was working as a winter intern for them. So I participated in team meetings, I interacted with colleagues, I proactively took up challenges, I worked on more stories, and I gained hands-on experience. I understood the essence of teamwork, and most importantly, I saw my journey starting as a software engineer for the first time. But now that journey has officially started, I still see myself growing each and every day with the skills that I acquire from the technical work that I do, with the interactions with my peer and the leaders. I am still getting to explore new areas, and I'm learning from those challenges. They are making me more proficient in dealing with any problem that I face. And the other thing that I just mentioned, that amazing thing I love about Dell. It's the work culture, the flexible work culture which is there. So there is a nice balance between my professional and my personal life. Another acknowledgeable fact about Dell, it's the exceptional peer support that you receive. So, like I already mentioned, that whenever you ping your senior, he is always there to guide you. Even if you're working in different time zones, you ping him whenever he will have time. He will make time for you from their busy schedules. So, my overall experience, it has been amazing. The experience has enhanced my skills, it has shaped my personality, it has boosted my confidence, and it encourages me to keep on learning more and more. So,
Great, great. So, now coming to my second phase of this interview, where I want to talk some general concepts or some general discussion about internships, because internship
mm,
is these days, or I would say not these days, internships has always been a integral part in shaping up your early days of your career. You
mm,
take your example only, because those two summer and winter internships had such a great impact on you. Now you are mentoring just after a year is a group of interns, so I can totally understand from your story only, from your personality only. So now just I mean, if you can answer me, or if you can share your thoughts, because I was going through your LinkedIn profile and saw that you have done a lot of internships, and this internship has been great. Our previous conversation was also about it, that how like you are like you are proactive in doing internship, you were proactive in maybe college. So what is your thought process behind internships, or because just tell me about when you were in college. Okay,
mm.
go to the have some nostalgia and go to that time zone, and think what was your thought process, and connect it to the present scenario, that after the experience of doing the internship and getting it, what has to be the thought process of a college student in context of internships.
So I have done a total of three internships. One internship with Mettler Toledo in China. That was an in-person internship. The other two internships I have done at Dell. So I'll just give I explain what my thought process was doing those internships. I'll begin I'll give you a brief overview. So like initially, when I was presented with the opportunity for my first internship, I remember that when I did not want to apply for it, because I felt that no, I still haven't acquired any knowledge. I haven't done anything that could select me for that internship. I was reluctant. I was not going to apply for it. But then my seniors at my college, they pushed me. They were like, until unless you don't try it, how are you so sure that that you're not going to get selected for the offer? So yeah, I took up their advice, and yeah, I like applied for the offer. So my first internship, it was there is an international organization called ISTA, which stands for International Association for the Exchange of Students for Technical Experience. So they have a lot of local communities in India, and one of that local community was in my college. So through that only, I got to learn about this offer in China for the SDE intern. Okay, so I applied for it, and luckily I got accepted for the offer. So now I am in China. Okay, it wasn't easy for me, trust me, when I was there, because I was working in a totally different country. There was this language barrier there, and I tried myself to initially get acclimatized myself to the new surroundings there. But then I told myself that, say, hey Bhanvi, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity that you're getting. So make proper use of it. And yeah, it worked. I managed my way out. I discovered and explored so many things there. I was able to successfully complete my project, which was like later on fully finished by the other developer from Spain. I got to explore China. I got to witness China's beauty at its best. It was a 2 month internship from May to July in 2019. I think it is about 2019. So I made new friends. I From different countries. I got to learn about their culture, from Belgium, Bolivia, Germany, Poland, England. I met so many people. And I remember that I was at the Great Wall of China. I was standing at the Budaling's eighth tower. It's the highest tower of the Great Wall of China. So I was standing there and seeing the grand landscape in front of me. I told myself that, Bhanvi, you really did it. You completed the internship. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, initially everything is going to be very tough for you. It will look tough. But to be honest, it is good that things are tough at first, because challenges like these, they challenge you to the core, but eventually they bring the best in you and you come out as a winner. So that was my first internship experience, my thought process during that time. uh, like now, to the second internship, for the Dell internship, the main challenge was the concept of virtual internship. Because of the pandemic, we did not get to go to office, meet the team in person. So that was, yeah, okay, we are not getting to go there. Uh, i i was, like, quite frankly, I was anxious at first whether I'll be able to complete the project, who would be my manager, how will I get to interact and learn in this virtual world. But, but I'll say that it's okay to have these thoughts. It's okay to be nervous, because working for a big company is not as easy as ABC, especially when you are starting your career. Okay. uh, but this nervousness dissipated once I was introduced to my manager, to the team. Everybody was so warm and welcoming. They made sure that we get adjusted to the team, to the platform we are working on. I saw so many videos, read documentations, interacted with colleagues, and eventually I was ready to work on my project. So I kept working hard, and everything worked out for the best. So yeah, that is the
Yeah,
whole.
and you
But
have to.
I'll also say,
Mhm.
sorry, I'll
Yes.
also say that college internships are they are your base, okay, of your professional career. And they are really important because they enhance your skills, they shape your personality. They You get to, like uh, get a hands-on experience of working in a real world on real life problems. You understand the essence of teamwork. So college internships are, to me, very important. You get to implement the skills you have gained.
Hmm. To add to your thoughts, it's like internships has someone has to take that step at in some point of time in life, right? You will not get accepted to a company like top 5 or 10 technology companies in the world with just your your theoretical knowledge, right? You have to have some. If you're not I think if someone is not doing internships for the computer science domain, if you're not doing internships and you are so confident that you are ready for the real world, then you must have the leverage of your personal projects. You must have done something, you must have created any app, then you can sit in the interview and talk about it. Otherwise, the internships are the best thing that you can do. Okay, so we are talking a lot about how did you got into that. So let's just
Mhm.
talk about skill sets, because what I can observe from this interview, and I had a discussion with you earlier also, that you have a great communication skill. You must have acquired good team skills or leadership skills. That's why you have been offered mentoring to other interns. So what is the thing that you see in a person when who is in college, that how he should approach the development of skill sets? Because there are two kinds. There is kind of like two kinds of skill sets. One is the soft skill and one is the hardcore skills. Skills may be in your domain, like computer science students have this coding, or designer have this designing skills. But soft skills is the communication skills, team adaptation skills, your adaptability and anything. So how do you think, how do you see the skill sets in context of an college students, and how do they work on it?
Uh, for me, personally, working on your skills, it's very important. I'm still in juniors still contact me at LinkedIn, asking me how should we work on our skills, how should we look for internships, like that. I always advise them that uh, start working on, like, first hone up your skills, okay, develop your skills, and work on a specific area at first which you're interested in fully, gain knowledge on that particular area before looking for internships and putting that knowledge to use, okay. So how you can work on developing those skills, it can be through the projects, like you mentioned, that it can be through the projects that you are doing. You can collaborate with your seniors at college. You can collaborate with your professors at college. You can do certain college projects, or there are so many online platforms right now, like Udemy is there, Coursera is there, so you can do certain certifications as well from these online platforms and gain the knowledge, the skills that are required for the internships or for the full-time job, okay. So that is how, like, you can work on your skills. And I also tell them that you should work on your skills at a very early stage, like say like they should have a proper timeline. Say first year it's about exploring the different areas that are there, then second year it's about you pick up your favorite area, the area that you're interested in, and you gain proper knowledge on that particular area, okay. Then there is the third year where you start looking for internships so that you get to implement the skills that you have gained so far, okay. Now why I'm telling all of this, it's because by the time you reach your fourth year, you would be so confident when you'll be sitting in your interviews, because you would have had that proper knowledge, the skills, the internship experience, okay. And you will have a strong resume to present to the recruiter. So that is how you can work on your technical skills. But apart from that, it is also very important to work on your soft skills. So you can work on your communication skills, your leadership skills, your social work by taking up some volunteering or leadership roles. You can look for some certain social work where the team involvement is there, where you're getting to speak up. Okay. So be proactive and innovative in whatever you do, because this will showcase that you have the ability to work in a team with others and grow within the company. And that is something which will attract the recruiter, okay.
Great.
So yeah,
So,
that is how it is.
since you have mentioned most of the things that I wanted to ask in my next question, and we also are running out of time, I don't want to take your extra time. So, like, to wrap this up, to wrap the conversation or the interview, I just because I think you have a very inspiring story that you take up. You went to China. I mean, I'm blown away by this fact. I didn't knew this, because in China, I think the major problem is the for Indians is the food, right? So, did you face that? I mean, just a normal question.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I'm pure vegetarian. So yeah,
Oh,
for me it was a problem.
yeah.
But eventually I started cooking there.
Great.
So it's okay.
Okay, great. So, to wrap this up now, give us your give a final suggestion that one should, who is in college, as a second year guy or third year girl, or anyone who is looking for internships at companies like Dell, because it's not easy to get in. You had a internship at a international level, then you came, you worked
Hmm.
on your skills, you gave a 4 rounds of interviews and everything, the project works. It's not easy to get in. So what are your final thoughts on some, like, 2 3 liners for someone who is in college, who is looking to work at
Yeah.
companies like that?
So I know it's a bit cliche, but that is the truth, because it had, like, I have experienced it. It had a positive effect in my life, and that is that hard work is the key to success. You keep working hard, you keep learning, never give up, face your challenges with courage, because challenges will make you tough and bring the best in you. Believe in yourself, most important. And for those who are still in college, maintain a proper balance between your academics, your extracurriculars, try new things, learn from your experiences, meet new people, look beyond what's right in front of you, and most importantly, enjoy your college life to the fullest, because you never know when you're getting to like meet those friends again in life. So yeah, that is my advice, my suggestion.
Thank you, Bhanvi. It's great. Actually, there's some constant construction work going like
No
next to my
problem.
office. So I had asked those guys that I would like need 40 minutes, and they've just started hammering. So I mean, we are done, and thank you. And it's been a great talk to you. And I really appreciate your time. And in the busy schedule, you work so well. You have a lot of responsibilities as well. I mean, thank you. And I guess someone who will watch your interview or read your article must be inspired. And we'll also, share the things about the culture or work culture that Dell has, because it's not about your first, it's not about your first, I mean, sorry, I was just trying to mention that your first job, it's about the company, it's about your first boss, it's about the first experience has to be good. And from companies like Dell shape up the future leaders or shape up the future entrepreneurs or something like that. So it's great to see you at Dell and making such a great impact. So I am really I'm happy to have this conversation with you, and thank you for your time. So I'll wrap this
Thank
up.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Thank
great
you for
day.
the opportunity again. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great evening.
Thank you.